Look at me. I'm 75 years old. My skin is covered in deep lines. My hips are wider than any magazine says they should be. And let's be honest, nearly every morning my back and legs ache before I even get out of bed. For 50 years, I lived like I was constantly apologizing for taking up space. I hid in baggy sweaters. I changed in the dark so my husband wouldn't see me. And I played the part of the invisible grandmother because it was safe. I spent my whole life waiting to be thin enough or young enough to finally start living. But look at my face right now. I'm happy. I'm actually truly radiant. And you're probably thinking, if she's dealing with all that pain and extra weight, why is she smiling like she's won the lottery? It's because I finally figured something out. I didn't find a magic cure to fix my body. I just stopped treating it like an enemy. I realized that if I kept waiting for the perfect version of me to show up, I'd be waiting until my funeral. So I decided to turn on the light. Today, I want to share the 5 inappropriate secrets that changed everything for me. If you're tired of hiding, this is for you. The first thing I had to do was stop looking at my body like a broken car that needed fixing. For decades, every time I saw my soft stomach or the weight on my hips, I felt like I had failed a test. But here's the secret. Your body isn't an ornament meant to please others. It's an archive of everything you've survived. Those stretch marks, they're the signatures of the children I brought into this world. This extra weight, it's the strength that carried groceries, held grieving friends, and kept me standing through 45 years of marriage. I stopped apologizing to the mirror. I looked at my soft skin and realized it's a comfort, not a failure. My husband didn't need a firm 20-year-old athlete. He needed me, the woman who has walked every mile beside him. When you realize that your body has protected you, birthed life, and weathered storms, you stop trying to shrink it. You start honoring it. My first secret is simple. Stop treating your skin like an enemy territory and start treating it like a sacred home. You aren't heavy. You are just full of history. You know that voice, don't you? The one that tells you a woman of 75 shouldn't wear red lipstick, or that bright colors are only for the young and thin. For 40 years, I let that invisible judge pick my clothes. I bought beige cardigans and dark trousers because I didn't want to be too much. I thought if I stayed quiet and invisible, nobody would notice my weight. But that's the second secret. Most of the rules we follow were written by people who don't even know our names. One day, I just decided to fire that judge. I went out and bought an emerald green silk dress. Not because it was slimming, it wasn't, but because the color made my soul feel alive. When I stopped dressing to hide and started dressing to exist, the world reacted differently. My husband didn't see the extra pounds. He saw a woman who had finally decided to show up. Stop waiting for the world to give you permission to be vibrant. Wear the color, buy the perfume, and stop asking for a discount on your life just because you've aged. For most of my life, I treated movement like a bill I had to pay for what I ate. If I had a piece of cake, I felt like I had to walk 5 miles to earn it. I looked at exercise as a way to shrink myself, to fix the parts of me I hated. But here is the third secret. When you stop trying to punish your body, you start to feel the joy of actually living in it. Now, I don't walk to hit a step count or to lose a pound. I walk in my garden because I love the way the sun feels on my face. I've started dancing in my kitchen. Not because I'm good at it, and certainly not to burn calories, but because the music feels good in my bones. My back might ache and my legs might be heavy, but they still move. They still carry me. When you move out of love rather than out of shame, your relationship with your body changes instantly. You realize that your soft curves don't stop you from feeling the rhythm of life. They just give you more of a presence to feel it with. Stop exercising to fix yourself and start moving because you're grateful you still can. We are raised with this invisible expiration date, aren't we? We're told that desirability is a reward for being thin, firm, and 25. But the fourth secret is the most powerful one I've learned. You don't need anyone's permission to be a woman of passion. At 75, with my soft stomach and my aching back, I decided to stop waiting for my husband to notice me before I felt like a woman. I started buying the nice perfume just for myself. I started lighting the candles and wearing the silk nightgown, even when I was alone. The irony is, when I stopped looking for validation, when I stopped asking with my eyes, am I still okay? Am I too big? That's when my husband finally saw me. Desire doesn't die when you reach a certain size. It only dies when you decide you aren't worthy of it. Confidence isn't about having a perfect body. It's about the quiet audacity of knowing you are a living, breathing, sensual human being, exactly as you are. Stop waiting for the world to tell you that you're enough before you allow yourself to feel pleasure. The final secret is the hardest one, and it's the one that finally set me free. You have to forgive the girl you used to be for all the years she spent hating herself. I look back at photos of myself at 40. I was 30 pounds lighter then, and all I can remember is how much I loathed my reflection. I wasted so much precious time being my own worst critic, punishing that younger woman for not being perfect. Loving yourself at 75 means making peace with all those younger versions of you who didn't know any better. It means looking at those old photos and saying, I'm sorry I was so hard on you. You were always beautiful, and I missed it. When you finally forgive your past, you stop carrying the weight of all those old insults. You free up enough space in your heart to actually enjoy the woman you are today. Don't wait another decade to realize that you've always been worthy of your own kindness. So, here I am, 75 years old, full-figured with silver hair and a heart that finally feels light. Coming home to your body doesn't happen in a single morning. It's a quiet, daily choice to choose kindness over criticism. If you're sitting there today feeling like you've disappeared because of your age or your weight, I want you to know that your story isn't over. You are not a before photo waiting to happen. You are a woman right now, and you are allowed to occupy every inch of your space in this world. I'm telling you all of this because I don't want you to waste another 40 years waiting for a perfect version of yourself to show up. Turn on the light. Wear the color. Let yourself be touched. If these secrets resonated with you, please leave a like and share your own thoughts in the comments. Your story might be the very thing another woman needs to hear to realize she isn't alone. Let's help each other stay visible. Thank you for listening to My Truth, and remember, it is never, ever too late to come home to yourself.